Amari, just talk about your game tonight, and what made you feel so comfortable. You had a great game.
I was honestly just taking what the defense was giving me, and I credit my teammates for also just keeping their heads up and just looking for me and just making the right play.
It's obvious, over the weekend, you had your first 2 games of your college career on the road. Then you come back at home and you do play much better. What do you feel like you learned from having some rough losses on the road and then coming and playing back at home?
Well, they say you judge a man by how he handles adversity. So really just to come back and bounce back collectively as a group, not just me individually. It just so happened to be my night, but collectively as a team, we all put it together. I feel like this was like one of our first games where on the defensive end and like just sharing the ball and just the ball dropping, honestly, that it was a great collective win. Yeah, well, Pepperdine's best the whole time was calling me a non-shooter, and they if you watch the film, they went under the screen, and I kind of felt like it was disrespectful. Like they were giving me like plenty of feet to shoot the ball, so I was just taking what the defense was giving me, and they fell. Like the first play, they were in the drop coverage, and they would try to switch, and when I would come off of the screen, they were just dropping into the pay OD. So you just got to shoot those pull-ups that you work on every day. So.
It was great. It was great to see it. Being a freshman, I know how it is to, kind of start slow and get adjusted. Playing in practice is one thing, but once you get out there in the games, it's a lot different and it's a lot harder. So he's been adjusting great. I mean, as you guys can see, he had a great night tonight, and I'm expecting him to have a lot more great nights just like this one. He's just getting settled in, and his feet are just getting wet. There's a lot more to this kid than I think you guys are ready for.
The fast start in the second half. I believe you went on a 13-4 run and eventually outscored them 57-24.
Yeah, I think it was a learning curve for us as a team. During Vegas, we had opportunities to put teams away, and we didn't. And coming out this game in the second half, we wanted to have that mentality of put them away early and not give them a chance to even think that they can come back into this game. So we just came out with that mentality, and it showed.
I mean, honestly, I feel like we weren't playing man-to-man defense like Coach likes to say in practice. I got my man. I feel like it was more of a group, collective team defense tonight. I feel like that showed.
Hi, man. Do you remember the triple overtime game against the same team a couple years ago? How does it feel to kind of look back on that as a senior now, and just how different it was tonight compared to that?
Oh yeah, man, that was a crazy time when we had that triple overtime. I remember I was so tired after the game. I played like 55 minutes. That was the most I ever played, I think. And now coming into this game, coach was just telling us to play hard, and that's what I did. I was playing hard, and I got so tired. I asked coach for a sub, and I don't think I've ever done that like in my entire life, asking for a sub. But I was just dead. So I just try to play with that same mentality, just go hard and compete.